When I was little, I had a necklace that I wore for 13 straight years. It was supposed to be a necklace with St. Christopher on one side for safe travel and protection, and then my home phone number on the other side in case I got lost. I got lost a lot. Unfortunately, the jeweler messed up and they printed St. Jude on it instead, the patron saint of desperate cases and lost causes. I didn't see the irony in that at the time. But I wore that necklace nonstop for 13 years until one day I took it off in order to be in the school play, and when I returned, it was missing. That would have never happened with the St. Christopher necklace, just saying. Nowadays, I wear just 2 pieces of jewelry consistently. I have these little hoops and this ring. This little sucker is an Oura Ring. Not sponsored, which tracks my sleep patterns, my heart rate, steps, heart rate variability, blood oxygen levels, body temperature, and offers me recommendations for daily activity level based on my readiness score that I calculated from my previous night's sleep score and my activity levels from the previous days. In other words, it does a lot. But does it actually make a difference in my life? Is my quality of life any better? Wearables are all the rage. From step trackers to blood glucose monitors to heart rate monitors, we have the ability to walk around with little testing labs affixed to our bodies, monitoring our vital signs at all times. But none of it matters if you don't use the information. For most people, the initial impact of wearing a wearable or using a tracker of any kind is awe or shock. Most of us are completely unaware what we're up to all day long, that we sit as much as we do, we eat as much as we do, we move as little as we do, that our blood pressure and sugar levels are through the roof or extremely low, that our sleep quality, despite getting the right number of hours in, is pathetic. The second phase of wearing a tracker goes one of 2 ways. We continue to wear it, checking in, but begin to forget about it or outright ignore it when it starts to feel like a shaming device. As I know I haven't moved in the past hour, thank you very much. Or we might take that information that's being collected and we start to tinker. We make tiny changes in our daily routine, in our habits. Maybe we stop drinking alcohol except on weekends so we get better sleep quality. Or we see our blood sugar spike and crash, sending us into a depression whenever we eat mangoes, and so we stop eating mangoes. Now the final phase is set and forget. So you've already determined not to take the advice of your wearable. But if you've taken some of the advice to heart, started making some changes in your life, built new habits that you feel you can stick to, you might also set and forget. Maybe you continue to wear it as a reminder. But in this third phase, you've transformed your habits to the point that the feedback you receive from your wearable is largely positive. So while my St. Jude necklace may have prevented me from becoming a desperate case and a lost cause, I find my wearable far more effective when it comes to improving my quality of life. I've worn it now for about 1.5 years straight, and it has changed the game for me on many fronts. First, I moved my bedtime earlier. Each person has a unique formula for sleep success, and one element is your sleep window. The Oura Ring helped me determine where my sleep window was through noting my sleep latency, how quickly I fell asleep. Too long, you might be going to bed too early. Too quickly, and you might be going to bed too late. I've also stopped eating my last meal close to bedtime. I now budget in 3 to 4 hours after my last meal before I go to sleep, and no alcohol in the evenings, unless I'm cool with not having great sleep that night. So, day drinking it is. I could see on my tracker nights when I ate late or drank alcohol, it took much longer for my heart rate to get down to a restful pace, and my body temperature would rise. It turns out the process of digestion was interfering with my sleep. I've also made significant adjustments to my workout schedule. Now, I'm not perfect. I don't always follow my own advice or make wise choices when it comes to following a sensible diet and sleep routine. And when I do step out of line, the Oura Ring makes recommendations for how much activity I should consider the next day. While many trackers will tell you to hit 10,000 steps every single day, my Oura Ring takes in all the data and tells me if I need to take a rest and dial it back. So to track or not to track, that's up to you. I share with you my experience and hope that you know yourself well enough to know whether or not you benefit from the advice it gives. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Be well.